to celebrate 2024, we are going to learn together. You know, we're always learning. We're constantly learning together. We're going to learn Bikram hot yoga. You look for a local yoga class and you see Hot 26. If, like myself, you are like, what the hell is that? This is what it is. It's Bikram yoga. Bikram yoga. I don't know how to say it, but it's one of those two. Okay? So we are going to learn our Bikram yoga together. Okay? Hot 26. Okay. We start Bikram yoga in a standing position. Okay? Hands folded beneath our chin, pushing our head back. And then lifting our elbows to the sky and dropping our head. Okay. This is pose 1, pranayama. Okay. That's it. How easy is pranayama? Pose number 1. Now, we are returning to our standing pose. Hands are overhead. And we start to side bend side to side like a fish. I don't know if a fish does this, but it does. It does. Think about it. Especially if it's on a hook. We'll call this the hook fish. And coming back through center, and then we will push into our standing side bend to the right or left, whatever you want to call this. You're pushing your left thigh, left hip out, and bringing hands to the right overhead to get these stretched through your left side. Back through center. And now pushing right hip out, and hands fall to the left side. From here, you will come into a squat position, like you're sitting back into a chair that's way far behind you. Arms outstretched. And from here, we will lift onto our toes for toe squat. See, that's not so bad. Pose 3. Now from here, we are in our awkward pose. I think it's awkward pose. It is awkward. From there, we will turn to standing, and then we will bend our knees. Still, if you want to stay in this, you can do this straight from. You can do it straight from this if you want. Just pushing up, dropping your toes. Drop your toes. Staying in this bent knee position. Hands coming overhead. And then we'll drop the arms and bring the right arm under the left and bind. Still seated in our chair, bringing right leg over left. And we are in eagle. Very nice. Now, repeating, back here, hands overhead, dropping arms, and now bringing left arm under, right, finding hands, left leg comes up and over that right knee, and you can wrap your foot behind your calf if you want to take the full bind of the eagle.
Speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
And that's our eagle. from here, yes, we will keep the fires burning a little bit here. We will get into our prep pose for standing head to toe pose. Here we're going to hinge at the hips, grabbing our right foot. If you want to stay in this position, you can. Or we can bring your right leg straightened out in front of you. One of those non-talking poses. Do not talk. Don't say. No, none of that.
Feeling high when I'm low, I need it more when you're close to me.
And as stated, you may bring your head to your knee, but not all of us are going to do that. Some of us are just going to have a standing hold, and if we're lucky, we're going to have that. Now we will switch sides, bringing now our left knee up, and prepping. Interlacing fingers beneath the left foot and focusing. Okay. Sometimes the head throws us all. If you bring the head to the knee, you might be toppling. Let's try this one more time, quickly, just quickly. Or if you're still holding it, just hold it. That is standing head to knee, toe. Oh, sorry, hand to toe. The letter of your head is going to be touching your toe, hypothetically. And from here, we will go into our Royal Dancer, or I don't know if this is called Royal Dancer in Hot 26. It might not be. Planting our left foot, grabbing the outside, actually, in this particular variation, we are going to grab the inside of our right ankle and kick our leg back to okay, let's try that again. We are going into what I call a Royal Dancer. I don't know what they call it in Bikram. Maybe that, it may not be. We're going to bend our right leg, planting through grounding, planting through our left leg, stabilizing. Grabbing the inside of our right foot and hinging at the waist. You know what, I think what I'd like to know, because I can't remember, if in this Hot 26 variety, if we're supposed to be grabbing on the inside or the outside of our ankle. I like to grab on the outside. That's a personal preference. We're going to try it this time that way. Right leg is planted. Maybe it's easier. I don't know. Grab on the outside of your ankle and focus. I do feel like it's easier to grab the outside of your ankle. So probably in Hot 26, you are probably technically supposed to grab the inside. Let's try it that way. I don't know. We might be spreading fire all over the place by the end of this. Okay, inside. Do that for a couple minutes. You're gonna feel it. All right, from Royal Dancer, we will move into standing stick, which really isn't even a lot more fun. Taking left foot, planting. We're going to lift our right leg back and hinge at the hips, very similar to Warrior 3. I believe maybe we point our toes. I don't know what's the difference. Okay. And switching our stick sides, we will plant our right foot and lean, bring your right foot, left foot back, hinging at the hips, waist. And that is your standing stick. I think we can do that. And now I know we can all do this one. Bringing legs wide, we will hinge at the hips, dropping our head forward between our legs, and allowing our body weight to pull us forward for intense leg stretch. Feel free to grab your elbows. Walk your arms beneath your head and sway side to side for a very pleasant hamstring stretch, hopefully pleasant. Very good. I think I could fall asleep in intense leg stretch right now, which is strange, I know. From here, we will move into our extended side angle. Right leg comes out, left leg kicks back straight, right knee is bent, and we will hinge forward, dropping our right hand to the floor, opening through the chest, left arm comes to the sky, extended side angle. And switching sides now. Bringing right leg back straight, foot at a 45-degree angle. Bending our left knee, and we will bring our left arm to the sky, reaching right arm over and opening through the chest. Extended side angle. All right, we are moving right along. I bet we're on pose 10, right? We are we're more than 1/3. And what is more than 1/3 but less than 1/2? Like a one. We're not one of anything. That's what we are not of. We're two of something. We're 2/5. from here. Okay, back. Now, from this position, we will now extend our body and our hands, extend our hands to the sky and reach our body, lengthen our spine, reach the hands forward. It's kind of an odd one to get into. You know, humble warrior feels a little more natural because you're back here and you're counterbalancing with your arms back here. This one, you're reaching your body forward, lengthening and dropping your hands to the floor, knee to your head. You feel this through your left hamstring, and this is called, I don't know what it's called. I wrote Humble Warrior. I wrote Humble Warrior Upgraded, and I'm pretty certain that that is not what it's called. Okay, we're here. Coming back through center, we will switch sides now, shifting our body weight towards our right foot as we drop, hinging at the hips, bringing our hands to the floor and our nose to our knee. Continue to lengthen through the spine. There we are, upgraded Humble Warrior. All right, from here, we will do the next two impossible. So with that being said, we probably will not do it if we is me, but you can do it because I have faith in you. So we are going to do upgraded tree. Everything's upgraded apparently in Bikram yoga. It's the easy version. We all know how to do tree. Our tree here, okay, tree. Mr. Hot 26 Bikram has decided that we are doing, it's not even called tree, it's called something else. We're going to plant through our left foot, bring our right foot up, and placing the foot on the upper thigh. And if you can bring your hands together without falling, do it. But if, like me, you are unstable, you may hold your foot like so. Now, from there, we are going to go into one of the most difficult renderings of any pose to pose transition that I've personally come across. So be aware of that when you go to your first hot yoga class. This will be difficult. So nobody's going to be able to do this. We need to be focused, okay? Now in Bikram yoga and hot yoga 26, by this point you are going to be focused. It's not going to be this chatty Cathy. I'm not going to be there. But we're just learning, friends. We're learning. We're learning. When we do the class, I will maybe. I doubt it. We're here. We're here like this. Let's watch. I'm going to do this. Turn off the mind. I'm never, ever going to be able to do this. Right now.
You belong to me. I guess you belong to me. You have been waiting to see. Now you got your soul snatched. Your soul snatched.
You can do it. You can do it, but you just have to really try, and that means trying in your head. 99% of trying is in your head. All right, let's do this one. Let's do this on the other side. I think this is my worst side. And also, shoot, I tried to fool myself out of doing this weird thing I have to show you how to do. How not to do. Okay, so we're up. We were doing this foot, right? Okay, we're up here. Okay, we just did that, what we just did.
In daylight, in nighttime, whenever, wherever, you know the vibes right. I had to try for myself. I keep this mind on myself. You not like any
Okay, we're gonna get down here somehow, like this, whatever way possible. Okay, and then we're gonna be like this. Yep, we are. We're doing that. That's what we're doing. Okay. But again, I don't think a lot of people are doing that. So if you're not doing that, do not worry about that. Just do tree. Nobody's gonna notice that you're not in full lotus crunch if you aren't doing your normal tree. Fret not. Because nobody's looking at you. Everybody is in complete and utter demise. All right, here we go. Now planting through the right foot. Bring our left foot up. And holding it somehow. See, even that hurts. Okay, and then don't do the hopping part, it makes it harder. Remember, we're going down here, we're going down, and we are somehow trying to balance once we get down here. That's it. That is our, whatever that crunchy lotus, crunchy lotus with downward facing crunchy lotus, okay? Very good. None of that is actually true. And then we do this weird Shavasana thing where we like get in Shavasana real quick. We're like, oh, this is so nice. We're in Shavasana. This is really going to happen in your Hot 26. We're Shavasana-ing. And then abruptly they'll say, put your hands over your head and sit up forcefully, pushing the air out of your lungs as you push your body into a push-up, sit up, reaching your hands out over your feet. And then you will go into your next pose, which in this case is a very, very simple and comfortable knee to chest pose. You lean back and pull your right knee into your chest. And we will switch. I believe they will then ask you to pull both of your feet in, which is also nice. There you have it. That is your, what that is. What is this thing that I have right here? Oh yes, this one. Okay, this one's a little bit tricky, to be completely honest with you. We're gonna be seated, and we're gonna sit. Try to bend your knees and try to get your butt, if that's humanly possible, onto the ground. Or, it can be up here if that's not possible. It's because it's not comfortable for most people or anyone. So put your butt on the ground if possible. And we're going to lean back. Rounding our back slightly. And dropping our hands to our feet. can put your hands up here over your hands, over your head. So then working our way gently out of this, oh, so detrimental. Oh, so don't, if it's detrimental, don't get into it. That's a joke, that's a joke. So if opposed feels to you the word detrimental, don't do it. Try to not do it. That's what I'm thinking. And I should try that also, to live by those words of advice. But we're not going to do that anytime soon, I doubt. So we are now back in we're going to put our legs out and we're going to do our sit-up, our power sit-up. From there, we're going to roll over. See, we've got these power sit-ups. These are just absolutely nothing. We're going to roll over onto our stomach for cobra pose. We are going to cinch together, pull, tighten our glutes. Okay. Cinching your legs together to protect your lower back, placing your hands at your armpits and pushing up through the palms and fingers to raise your chest and round through the spine for cobra. And resting the cobra. And arising the cobra. Do you arise a cobra? Do you arouse a cobra? Do you anger a cobra? You shouldn't. If you do any of those things, you should stop abruptly. And pushing into our cobra, and that is our cobra. I think we're going to handle the cobra too. Now from the cobra, we move into like one of the worst poses, the locust pose. And at the beginning of the pose, you are to put your hands under your body like this. Your arms are wrapped under your body. Your forearms, your pelvic bones are resting on your forearms, basically, for lack of a better way to describe it. And you're pushing down through your hands and you're lifting your feet up. And you're squeezing your glutes because you have to. And you're lifting your head slightly, but not much. Really, just you can rest your chin on the floor if you like. So this is all lower pain. Lift as high as you can. And then cry a little bit before moving into full locust. We are putting our arms out by our sides like so. And we are locusting up into the air. We are lifting our chest and our arms and our locusty legs. We're squeezing our glutes and pulling as high as we can into our full locust. It's not pleasant. It's fantastic. From here, we will move into another fantastic posture called the bow pose. From our now drop to locust, we will grab our feet, grab them like so. Here we'll grab them this direction, and then we will grab the outside of our feet, a little bit under the toes, right here, and then pull back. Push the feet up and towards the back. Pull probably towards the ceiling, really. I'm gonna get technical. And use that to pull the chest up into bow pose, which is not easy. That's not an easy one, but it's pretty easy to execute. Doesn't feel easy, not too complex, though. Pretty simple. I think you're gonna get it. All right, now this, I did this earlier. Remember, this is the one that we deleted. So we may have to recreate that, but here, let's just, This is the one that I almost, no, I can't do it. Okay, we're going to put it in here. Okay, now from our insert fixed firm pose in here, we just inserted that from earlier because I couldn't do it again because I am still a little bit regretting that I did in the first place. Or I will be. I'm not yet, but I will be. I know that I will be. I'll let you know. Half tortoise. So we're here on our knees. Okay? We're not sitting all the way back on our feet, by the way. We're just kind of hovering over them. And then we are hinging forward into half tortoise pose. Lengthening through the spine. Fingers are pointed overhead. Reaching. I think I'm gonna have to give some pointers after this, like a pointer series of the Pointer Sisters, because I'm probably, no, it's not even a pointers. It's more of a like, I'm gonna follow up and tell you what I'm actually trying to get you to do, and why, and what we're how we're actually supposed to be doing it, because I'm kind of making it up. From here, we will go into our camel pose. Camel, knees bent, knees. Body is straight. And we're going to bend the back. Bend the back and bring the hands to the ankles. Where's that ankle? Where do I have another ankle? We're to engage the core so that you can escape that one unscathed. Camel. All right, and now, this is a fun one. We're going to hinge at the hips, bring our head to the floor, grabbing the feet, walking the knees towards the head, and lengthening the spine and shoulders for rabbit pose. Rabbit's going to be difficult for some, but it certainly, just do your best. It's not that hard. You're just putting your head down on the floor, reaching the arms back. You can fake it till you make it on the rabbit. All right, from here we are going to find a seated position. Take our left foot, bent knee, left foot into right outstretched leg. And we're going to fold at the waist. Going to head to knee. You can get your head to your knee, or if you can get it anywhere close, that is fine by me and everyone else. Yeah, switch legs. Switch your legs, bringing right foot into left inner thigh, and bringing our head to our knee on this now left side. That's it. That's not too difficult either. Now, finding our spinal twist, leaving this pose, we bend our leg here. This leg bent under, this leg comes over the bent knee, and we put the opposite elbow Tuck that on the outside of the bent knee. And look over your right shoulder. Left arm is behind right bent knee. We are looking over right shoulder. And switching. Bending this now. Bringing now our left bent knee over bent right leg. And the outside of our right arm will come on the outside of our left leg, and we will twist and look over our left shoulder. Good. Use final twist. One more. And that is breath of fire. We are not going to do breath of fire. We are just going to enjoy the fire. But next time we will learn breath of fire, possibly. It's just a breathing exercise. Please do a breathing exercise now, because you have just learned 25 of 26 asanas for Hot 26. So we call this Hot 25.